Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I do give all honor and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikaha Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, from whom I've learned this 100% truth. Salutations to the hopefully elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth. Gang shalom. Shalom to also the sincere sisters who are listening and learning in silence and keeping the order to the best of their ability. Shalom. My brother Kapasha coming to you once again with a brief lesson, Lord willing. This lesson will be edifying. All right. We're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. We're going to go through persecutions. We're going to go through it, Israel. So we're going to have to, be calling on and praying, always praying without ceasing and fasting that the Lord, keep us in this truth, because you're going to have family members turning against you. You're going to have, associates turning you in, girlfriends and women that you dealt with, who know that you are in this truth out here on the highways and the hedges. They're going to be turning you in. They're going to, go to the authorities on you. You see? So therefore, we're going to have to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai and continue to pray. And that we're going to get, because of the persecution that's coming. We out there on the highways and the hedges, starting with the hitmen of GMS, right on down to the local camps, even as Paul was persecuted. You see, the only thing he did was, preach the good news, the gospel to Israelites. And the Israelites were the wicked Israelites were the main one that was persecuted Paul, stoned him, as it says right here. Paul was stoned and left for dead in the 14th chapter of Acts. Let's read that. Let's go there. See, these are the things that very well may happen to us. Not literally stoned, but ratted out to the authorities by our own people, even family members. And it reads here. It says, and there came, this is Acts 14 and 19 reads, and there came thither certain Jews, see, from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul. See, these wicked Israelites, even in Paul's day, they were these were of the circumcision. They wanted to go by the law, and they had a hate for Paul teaching, faith in Yahweh Shai. You see, they had a hate for that. They didn't want to, they wanted to continue to live in wickedness. And you're going to have the same kind of, same people that have come back in reincarnation even in this time. They're the same people. You see, it says, and there came thither certain Jews from Antioch. You see, it's mainly the southern tribe. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Also too, and and also that came from Antioch. You see, and Iconium. You see, who persuaded, who watch that. That's also too, sedition, making an uproar of the people against Apostle Paul for teaching this truth. And therefore, as we out there on the highways and hedges, we're going to get persecuted too. We are being persecuted too, and it's going to really get bad out here for us too. But the Lord's got us, that we got to continue on. It says, and there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead. They thought he was dead, you see. And it says, howbeit, as the disciples stood round about him, he rose up and came into the city. And the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. You see? But, it's up to the Most High You know, that's why we put our trust in him. That's why we tell our people to put your faith, trust, and hope in Yahweh Ba'ashem our Shai. You see, nothing can unalive you unless Yahweh Shai, permit it to be. It says here, and the return to Antioch, and when they had preached, verse 21 reads, and when they had preached the gospel to that city, you see, and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra and to Iconium and to Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples. You see, they were strengthening the souls of the disciples, really, continue to teach them, to edify them, to build them up so that they won't turn from this truth, the faith of Yahushua, his finished work, what he's did. He shed his blood for Israel, you see, but we already know it's only for the elect on this side, confirming the souls of the disciples, if you're following, doing this work. We have brethren to continue to strengthen the brothers, to continue to encourage them to keep teaching this truth. You see, to keep the faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them, encouraging them to continue in the faith. You see, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. We're gonna go through a lot of troubles. We're gonna go through a lot of, we're gonna go through a lot of, what you call it, they backstabbing, so to speak. A lot of people going to claim that they're your brethren, and they're going to backstab you. They agents. As a matter of fact, we are in this is the year of Jacob's trouble, apostasy, agents, and sellouts. You see, so therefore you're going to be turned in. They're going to have identify you to the authorities, and then here come the authorities. So we got to get ready for this. It's through much tribulation. It says here, confirming the souls. This is going back to Acts 14, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. You see, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Almighty power. You see, so therefore it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have to go through. You see. But the Lord's put the Spirit on us to do so. You see, Lord willing, that's why we continue to pray about everything and worry about nothing. You see? Yeah, all right, so that's something I just wanted to get out. It's something real quick this morning. Lord willing, it's encouraging. I'm going to end it right there. Shalom to the next one.